Waking up every morning to an organized day is what you should desire as an individual. And to do that, you must have a diary. And in most of my videos, when I record, you find that I have this book with me. Why? Because it organizes my work. That is the work of a diary. In this video, I'm going to show you how to customize your diary. And a diary will help you to organize your days. And you should not have a day that is disorganized. You should have a day that is organized. And if you look at my diary, it has even the calendar of the year, just for you to go through it. It has so many things. It has, you can save the names of people, plus their email, plus their phone number. You can also have a place to look at the countries in the whole world, plus their own capital cities. And you can see it is organized. And here, what I like is that when you open a new month, you've been provided with a space to write the objectives of that month, to also write the learnings that you got from that month. And you can organize your day. And if you have a special date, you can save it here on the month planner. Look at that. And you can just write in whatever you want to do. So I realized that I'm wasting a lot of time in the past year. So I decided this year, that is 2020, I decided to buy a diary. And look at this. It has really helped me to organize my stuff and just put things in order. And I know this is what you desire. Do not just wake up a morning and you have a disorganized day. You don't know what to do. You just say, I'll do whatever it comes. And that is not what you should do. Look at this. I always organize my tutorials. You can see, like in the previous months, when I was trying to become consistent, I used to make tutorials like every day. So I needed a place to write, right? To organize my day, to organize my tutorials. Every tutorial I make, I must plan for it. So I write it in my diary, and now I can think over it the whole week, and I can now come and record. Like, for example, recently I've been posting now once in a week, and that is something good. So guys, I just want to quickly show you how to do that, and maybe lastly to show you that at the back of this, we've been provided where you can write your notes. The diary itself, you should not write notes inside here. It's just to plan for your day and all that. But if you have special notes, you can always write them at the back. So guys, let's roll the intro and get this thing started. Hi there, my name is Kazungu Duncan from Ero Productions, and today I'll be just showing you how to customize your diary. This one is reading 2020 because I've not yet bought the one for 2021, but I'll be showing you how you can do that in 2021 and just have a beautiful diary like the one you are seeing. Now, first of all, we'll jump into Photoshop and come to File and then say New. Then here we can rename this to diary, just like that. We can just call it diary or diary 2021, just like that. Then you will come here to document type. You just choose international paper. Then you will choose the size of your diary. For example, this is an A5. So I will go for A5. If you are working with A4, you will go for A4. So I'll choose A5. And then, of course, these are the dimensions for A5. I'll leave everything the way it is. Then I will hit OK. Then Photoshop will create for me a document and give me a workspace where I can now, do my thing. Now, this is where we are going to work from. So we need to start our design, and I'm sure it should be so simple. Now, you will work with black and white, right? Then when you're going to print on this very diary, you will tell that guy, can you please do me white or do me blue, the one that you like. It depends with the color of your diary. For example, I had blue because my theme color for Ero Productions is blue, so I chose blue. Then I saw it better because white matches with blue. Then I decided to have the writings in white. So the design, we shall make it in black and white, but then when they are printing, you can ask them to do any color. Now, the first thing to do is you want to, sell your brand, right? So you need to write the name of your brand. So I'll come to text tool and pick this tool. Just a minute. It usually misbehaves. I hope this time it won't. Yes, just take this one and just click here to just have the dummy, text, just like that. And then I will write, for example, I'm designing for my company, that is Ero Productions. So I write Ero Productions just like that, not enter. Then I will accept this just like that. And then I can now come to, this character. If it is not there, you'll just come to window and make sure that character is checked. Then you can place it whenever you want. So I'll pick character and just try to increase this size. No, that's too much. And it has some, VA. I don't want that VA. So I'll come to VA and just make sure it is 0, just like that. And then I can now increase the size, just like that. Then I can also change the font style. But for instance, I like that, Nexa. But if you wanted to change, how can you go about it? Just click here. If you know it offered, you can just type, for example, railway. I like railway. If you just type in railway, it will just load and give you railway, just like that. And I will pick heavy. So if you know it, you can basically type in that very font, and then Photoshop will load for you that font. And if you do not know, sorry, you will come here. You see this arrow? Just click that arrow. It will have a drop down of all the fonts that are installed in this Photoshop. So I'll take the move tool and try to position this to some place like, I don't know why it's doing that. I think that's fine. Just like that. Then after I have my name, like the brand of my company, then the next thing I want to do is I need to have a slogan. For example, in Ero Productions, I use keep creating. So I will also want keep creating to be part of this. And what I'll do, I'll just copy this very layer and then I will edit it. And to do that, make sure it is selected and then hold Alt. I'll then drag outside to create a copy. There are so many ways of doing that. So this is just one of the ways. And just double click on that T so that it loads that, and I can happily write keep creating, just like that. Just give it little time, it will load. Sometimes it misbehaves. So what did I write? Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. What is not happening? Maybe it's time to tell you something. If you're visiting this YouTube channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. That is if you are interested in what I teach in this channel. And after subscribing, do not forget to ring that bell so that you, my friend, do not miss any future tips, tricks, or tutorials. I think it's now through. It was loading. I think the loading is a little bit slow. Maybe it's because it's a morning and maybe I've just woken it up and it's wondering, Kazungu, why are you just waking me up in the morning and telling me to do things? And it might be angry at me. I don't like this because it's too huge, right? So I may want to, just have a different font. It's the same font, but then the thickness should vary. So I'll just click here on this heavy. Why is it not loading? I need to load the other options, right? Just a minute. Yes. So I'll pick something like semi-bold. Let me see semi-bold. Yes, I think semi-bold will do fine for me because it was, too big. I can zoom in just like that. And then let me select this. Then I will hit Ctrl T for free transform. And then I will resize this. just like that. I'll go with how it is going. If it takes me good, I'll go good. If it takes me bad, it knows what I usually do to it. So it's better do something good. So I think that is fine. Then the next thing I want to do is to have my, website here. So what I'll do, I will select this, keep creating, hold Alt, and then drag to make a copy. And then I will want now to edit this and just put in my website, that is www.eroproductions.co.ke. It had something wrong here, so I'll just delete this V, just like that. I think everything is okay. Just Control A to select everything. Then I can now reduce this size, something like that, and just check this, just like that. So I have my, my URL. So the next thing to do is, if I have a logo, so I'll drag my logo and bring it here so that I can also feature it. So I'll come to File, then say Place Embedded. Then Photoshop will now open my File Explorer, where I can now go and look for my logo, and I put it under logos. So let it just compute the items. So I will scroll down to a folder called logo, and then in here I want to find my logo. I don't know if the icons can load. I think I should pick which one. This vector, and then just say place. Then it will automatically place it for me there, and then I can resize this because I feel it's too big. Just resize it, just like, let me see that, just like that, and hit enter to accept the changes. And then let me see how it looks like. Control 0 to fit this to the canvas. So I'll just place them randomly, then I can now, make the changes. And if you feel like you should write your name, it is also good to write, because, some people just like stealing. So someone can steal. So you may want to go and write your name. Like, for example, I wrote my name here. Then I wrote my position in the company, and I had some of the things I do, like printing, design, and branding. Then I also had this QR code, so that if someone can scan this, can access to my website. And then I had logos for social media, just like that. So I do this at a very affordable price. In case you are not interested in doing it yourself, I can basically do it for you. So let me finish this, and then I won't write the name. I will leave that as a challenge to you. And maybe after you do the name and the position in the company or in the business, let me know what you have done. You can just post it online and tag me at Ero Productions, or you can use hashtag Ero Review, and I'll be able to see that, and I will be happy to see you progress, because that is my desire, that you should, progress. So I want to style this, and just let me select this, and I just need to, reduce this size. I think it's a bit huge, just like that, and I will place this somewhere like here. Hit enter to accept that, and then I will take my logo and place it there, just like that, and then I can place my URL there. I may want to, just do some styling and just having, a line here. It's not necessary, but I feel it will make my design to look a bit cute. So if I just take this, right, I'll just take the rectangle tool and draw a thin line here. You can even use the straight line to draw that, because it's just basically a line. So, and then let me fill it with black, just like that. Everything is black today. The printer or the guy who is printing, I don't know how to call him, is the one who will now, change the color. So I would want to work with black and white. Then after that, I can happily tell him to do exactly what I want. I will also resize this to something like that and reposition it just like that. Hit enter. All right, I think I have everything. Ero Productions, keep creating. www.aeroproductions.co.ke. It's good to reread because sometimes you may make some errors, and it's so bad to find that you have just printed something that is not good. Then I will also want to change the color of this logo to black, and to do that, I'll just select that logo, and then I'll come to adjustment layers and pick solid color. And the solid color I want is black. So I'll just pick black and say okay. Then it is covering everything, but do not worry. What you should do is to come in between this line, the line that is separating the logo and the color fill, and just hold Alt. If you hold Alt, it will bring that arrow pointing down and click. So what this does is that it clips that very adjustment layer to the logo. So any changes I make to that adjustment layer, it will only and only affect the logo. So for example, if I change the color of this, let me place it here. If I change this color to something like red, you see it's only affecting the logo, right? If I change it to blue, if I change it to pink or purple, if I change it to green, and I think you understand that. So I said I will go with black. This was just to explain to you exactly what I was meaning. So guys, if you could ask me, I would tell you that this is already done, because now what I need to do is to just take this to that guy who is printing, then tell him, can you please print on this, my book? So you'll buy this book separately, and then you'll go and have it printed there. And I've said I won't do this part. I'm giving it as an assignment. Just go and create this part. You can create this again so that I can also see how you did that using this example, and then make this part look a bit beautiful, maybe more than this, and then send it to me. You can send it to me, or you can tag it at Ero Productions or hashtag Ero Review, and I'll be so happy to see that, because the work of a teacher is to see the student progress. Now you can now save this as PDF so that when you're going to print, it is beautiful. Don't save it as JPEG, but for sharing online, you can save it as JPEG. So I'll come to File, and you know the process. Just go to Save As, pick to where you want to save it, and then you can choose the file extension as PDF. You can also save it as TIFF, TIFF, but I don't recommend that for this. Please save it as PDF. And in case you want to make corrections, you can also make corrections on PDF, but again, you can save it as PSD, and that is a Photoshop file extension. So guys, this is what I felt like sharing to you, and I hope that this has been of great help to you, and I hope that you will live a life that is a bit organized, waking up every morning knowing what you want to do during the day. It will make your work very easy, and it will make your days very organized. And so guys, in case you found value in this video, feel very free to subscribe, and not only subscribe, ring that bell so that you, my friend, do not miss any future tips, tricks, or tutorials. And in case you would like this to reach to other people, please feel very free to like this video and also to share this video. And again, I have another growing channel. It's called It's Reggae Time, where I mix my, little bit of my stuff when I'm at my leisure time, and I can see it grow. You can visit it, find a link in the description, go and subscribe and also support me. Guys, I hope that I will see you in my next video. Peace.